Welcome back. This is Sadiq, and you are watching sadiqssolitude. Today we are drawing Helen Keller. At least trying to. Helen Keller was an American author, political activist, and lecturer. She was the first deafblind person to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree. Keller was born in Tuscumbia, Alabama, on June 27, 1880, to Arthur H. Keller and Kate Adams Keller. When she was 19 months old, she contracted a fever that left her deaf and blind. Keller's parents were initially at a loss as to how to communicate with their daughter. However, when she was 6 years old, they were introduced to Annesullivan, a young woman who had been trained to teach blind children. Sullivan quickly realized that Keller was a bright and inquisitive child, and she set about teaching her how to communicate using a system of hand signs and fingerspelling. With Sullivan's help, Keller learned to read and write Braille, and she eventually became fluent in sign language. She also learned to speak, although she never spoke perfectly. Keller's education was not without its challenges. She had to overcome many obstacles, including the prejudice of people who believed that she could never be educated. However, she persevered, and she eventually graduated from Radcliffe College in 1904. After graduating from college, Keller became a well-known lecturer and activist. She traveled all over the world, speaking about her experiences and advocating for the rights of people with disabilities. She also wrote several books, including her autobiography, The Story of My Life. Keller was a tireless advocate for social justice. She spoke out against war, poverty, and discrimination. She also worked to improve the lives of people with disabilities. She founded the Helen Keller International Organization, which works to prevent blindness and other eye diseases. Keller was a remarkable woman who overcame incredible challenges to achieve great things. She was a pioneer in the field of education for people with disabilities, and she inspired millions of people around the world. She died on June 1, 1968, at the age of 87. Helen Keller's legacy. Helen Keller's legacy is one of courage, determination, and compassion. She showed the world that people with disabilities can achieve great things. She was a role model for millions of people, and her work continues to inspire people today. Keller's work has had a lasting impact on the lives of people with disabilities. She helped to change public perceptions of disability, and she paved the way for other people with disabilities to achieve their dreams. She is an inspiration to us all, and her legacy will continue to live on for many years to come. Some of Helen Keller's accomplishments. Graduated from Radcliffe College in 1904, the first deaf-blind person to do so. Wrote several books, including her autobiography, The Story of My Life. Founded the Helen Keller International Organization, which works to prevent blindness and other eye diseases. Traveled all over the world, speaking about her experiences and advocating for the rights of people with disabilities. Received the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1964. Was named one of the 100 most influential people of the 20th century by Time magazine. Helen Keller's quotes. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched, they must be felt with the heart. Although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of the overcoming of it. I am only one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. I will not let what I cannot do interfere with what I can do. The only thing I know is that I know nothing. Helen Keller was a truly remarkable woman who made a lasting impact on the world. Her courage, determination, and compassion continue to inspire people today. Now some lesser-known facts. 1. Helen Keller visited at least 39 countries on 5 continents. On many of her tours, she gave lectures, met world leaders and advocated for the rights of persons with disabilities. 2. She had many celebrity friends. Keller met many celebrities including top leaders, scientists, authors and actors. Mark Twain, in fact, was a very good friend of her, and so was Alexander Graham Bell, though both of them were much older than her. She met every single U.S. president from Grover Cleveland to Lyndon B. Johnson. She met queens, kings, presidents and prime ministers of many countries. She even had a photograph with the silent movie star, Charlie Chaplin. 3. She has written 12 books. The Story of My Life is her autobiographical book. 4. Her books were burned by Nazis during World War II, and it is said that she was monitored by the FBI for a significant period of her life. 5. She helped in the standardization of Braille. There were at least 5 different raised print systems when Helen Keller was learning. She worked for the first-ever World Council for the Blind, and played a significant role in the standardization of Braille. In 1918 Braille became the universal standard. 6. Helen got secretly engaged to the man she loved but was forbidden from marrying. 7. Helen Keller, the 8th wonder of the world. Helen along with her teacher Annesullivan worked in the vaudeville circuit for earning money. They were together doing lectures and had a career in writing, but the income was not viable. So, in the 1920s they worked for 4 years in vaudeville, where Helen Keller was presented as the 8th wonder of the world. She was also billed as the brightest star of happiness and optimism. 9. Helen Keller introduced the Akita dog breed to the U.S. She got an Akita breed dog as a present during her visit to Japan. A Japanese police officer gifted her an Akita dog that she took to the U.S. with her. The dog died soon after. The government of Japan gifted her another similar dog. She was the first person who took this variety of dogs to the U.S. 10. Helen Keller was accused of plagiarism for her first fictional work. The Frost King was Helen's first work to be released. 11. Helen Keller supported eugenics. It might be surprising or shocking, but Helen Keller supported the idea of breeding out disease, disabilities, and the so-called undesirable characteristics of the human race. She was in favor of refusing life-saving drugs to infants born with severe physical or mental disabilities. She believed their life was not worth living, and if such a child grows up they will more likely become criminals. 12. Helen Keller won the Academy Award, commonly known as the Oscar. She received the award for appearing in a documentary based on her life story, Helen Keller in Her Story. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment and share. Until next time, take care, and do good.